How did the villain in Wakanda Forever steal the show? And what was the biggest complaint about the movie? Keep watching for what critics are saying about the latest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Going into this film, many MCU fans were wondering how it would handle the death of Chadwick Boseman. We can't give anything away, but Twitter reactions are proving Ryan Coogler honored his friend properly. One critic tweeted, "Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is the best film of MCU's Phase 4. With the strongest emotional core of the entire franchise, it overcomes its unfocused structure and overbearing length to stand tall as a powerful reflection that perfectly honors Chadwick Boseman's legacy." Another agreed, adding, "Emotionally rich and technically brilliant, Ryan Coogler's directing hand is felt throughout. Tenoch Huerta is an absolute standout as Namor. Chadwick Boseman's legacy is honored well." A major theme being discussed on Twitter is the world building Coogler managed to cram in the film's 2-hour and 41-minute runtime. Wakanda Forever introduces the underwater nation of Talokan, where Namor reigns. It certainly is not easy to introduce a whole new world in the MCU, especially within a movie focused on Wakanda and its people. One critic wrote that Wakanda Forever is a, quote, "solid mix of developing a post-Chadwick path plus world building for future MCU stories." Wakanda Forever is certainly an emotional outing, but Twitter reviews suggest it's so much more than a legacy film. It's also a throwback to the great films of the Infinity Saga, including the original Black Panther. Finding a Wakanda Forever tweet that doesn't praise Angela Bassett is like finding a needle in a haystack. The Academy Award nominee, who played Queen Ramonda, might get another nod thrown her way at the next Oscars if Twitter has anything to say about it. One critic tweeted, "The best Marvel Studios anything in at least 5 years. So much imagination and energy and emotion never bogged down by the larger MCU framework. Tenoch Huerta is a damn star, and Angela Bassett is a legend.
Have I not given everything?"
Another shining star in Wakanda Forever is Tenoch Huerta, who is getting ample amounts of praise on social media. A critic wrote, "Tenoch Huerta steals every moment." Another added, "Tenoch Huerta and Letitia Wright give strong performances, with the former stealing the movie." Wright also gets lots of compliments on Twitter, with a film YouTuber writing, "She is at some of her best here with Shuri. Her story in the film is a powerful one, and Wright deserves all the credit for what she brought to the table." If the tweets surrounding Wakanda Forever are any indication, this might just be the best film in Phase 4 of the MCU. It will likely battle Spider-Man: No Way Home in debates about the best, but if you're looking for a solid, well-rounded film that doesn't rely on fanfare and cameos, the Black Panther sequel looks to take the cake. Perhaps one of the biggest talking points amongst moviegoers is Namor, as the MCU's newest villain is a scene stealer. After seeing the flick Thursday, a viewer wrote, "Got a new favorite MCU character in Namor. Loved how Tenoch Huerta brought him to life and loved the world of Talokan. Fantastic idea to infuse Mesoamerican culture into it. Wish we got to spend more time down there, but what we see is beautifully realized."
He's coming for the surface world.
Someone else agreed, writing, "Talokan was beautiful. I hope we get to see more of Namor's kingdom. I love world building. It was so cool."
But my enemies call me Namor.
The MCU has always had something of a villain problem. Sure, there are some greats, but a majority of the Marvel antagonists have been either relatively dull or total duds that lack the complexity of the movie's good guys. It looks like Namor is helping to balance it all out, as the character is being hailed as one of the film's highlights. Another viewer tweeted, "Highlight is undoubtedly Namor, who immediately becomes one of the MCU's most fascinating characters." If you scan the Wakanda Forever tweets, you'll notice one theme more than any other. The movie perfectly honors Chadwick Boseman. There are hundreds upon hundreds of tweets mentioning the late actor and how the film pays its respects to him. One person said they became emotional during their screening, writing, "I cried through the whole thing. Chadwick was honored so well. He is missed."
I can't.
Someone else agreed, tweeting, "Wakanda Forever is great. Very much missed Chadwick as the character. It's a beautiful film that honors his legacy and expands the MCU." Like we said earlier, don't forget those tissues before sitting down for Wakanda Forever. Many tweets indicate the film is a tearjerker, with one reading, "What a beautiful and emotional movie. Great performances from the cast all around. Honors the legacy of Chadwick Boseman in many meaningful ways."
We had been kind of in a way, we had been keeping him alive by working on the film. And
Of course, there were criticisms. You can't please everyone these days, especially movie fans. While it's difficult to find a tweet that totally bashes Wakanda Forever, there are plenty that point out its flaws, with one viewer writing, "I was expecting so much more. The trailer looked amazing, and the movie at many times was meh. I hated the villain, and I don't think his actions were justified." When it comes to the not-so-glowing comments about the movie, it looks like a lot of moviegoers thought the 161-minute runtime was just too much. Someone else wrote, "It's a very touching tribute that's done quite tastefully in most parts, but lots of the other elements fall flat or get too distracted. Also, did not need to be quite as long as it was." Another viewer agreed, adding, "Beautiful tribute to Chadwick Boseman, but the film was too long. Looks to be setting up much more." If the biggest complaint people have about Wakanda Forever is that it's a little bit too long, we'd say it's still a winner.